It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown, 48 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards from Commanders territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now it's Jackson. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. He gets away from one, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Daniels now on 1st and 10. It's caught at the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. An excellent gain, 35 yards. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. It's Eckler again. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. They set up the screen for Henry. Fights him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Daniels now to throw on 1st down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3rd down and 6. Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st down throw for Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Washington.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Washington, y'all. Come on, man. You know who I am.
It'll set him back for second down. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be
right, this big ass up real quick, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. He about to run
9
with
yards
Lamar.
on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete.
Wow, bro.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Still running.
A modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Let's go! No, he got it! That's crazy.
Touchdown.
It's like they won't let us push him back.
Run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
He had him again.
Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a
Yo, how you missed a sack, bro?
So convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes
That's
alive.
crazy. Yeah, he missed a sack.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Yo, this bitch ass nigga quit. I hate these bitch ass niggas, man. I'm about to fuck him up. You ain't want to see that, yeah. Hey, you just watch the whole game. It's live. You can just watch the first part of it, yo. Yo, really, yo, niggas be suckers, yo. Just fucking him up, man. Hey, yo, what team should I play with, yo? Hey, what team you want me to play with, yeah? Cause niggas be quitting out here, yeah. This is ridiculous. Atlanta? Come on, yo. Why you got me play with some balance? Niggas say Atlanta, yo. Alright. Play with my team? Alright, bet. I said Atlanta. Hey, I can't believe you try to get me to play with Atlanta. Nigga, you wouldn't even play with Atlanta. Hey, yo, watch that game, y'all. I was fucking him up with Washington, yo. Running QB spy on Lamar all day. Same play, same defense. Didn't even change it. Atlanta cool. They running back nice, though. I should have played with Houston. Oh, alright. You lost. You lost. You lost to Atlanta, didn't you? Tight end wide receivers, nice.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at
the hell?
Levi's
Oh,
Stadium
shit.
in Santa Clara.
You know, I ain't about to play with them. Yo, Black Boston, what's up? You got Mike. I just beat these niggas earlier for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Here's the
Twice
Chiefs
made a
kickoff
nigga
unit
quit.
now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
25. Got to the
And he's
20.
able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
It's my playbook. I know my playbook. You feel me? I just hate playing with my playbook. I ain't been playing with my playbook for like 2 games. I played with their defense, but not the offense. Like, I know this playbook by heart. Nope, change that real quick.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
He open? Let me see real quick.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think I'm gonna throw a
One
pick
unit
if
I
I
know
do
you
that.
want to watch is that offensive
Yo,
line.
cheeking
They
the
keep
shit out
getting
there.
holes like
Hey,
that all
yo!
night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they
Man,
are
fuck
in
that.
sync,
Blow him out.
as
He
we're
ain't gonna
seeing
catch
so
him.
far, when that
Come on.
continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play,
I was scared. I
bailed
was
him out
about
in
to
a
pick.
big
He
way,
ain't
didn't
my
he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35.
I seen that hole. Yeah,
Good for a gain of 5.
he keep leaving that open though.
Burst there,
Like,
and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Purdy looking to throw. That is
catch that.
incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute.
It
That's
did.
great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Purdy. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him?
yeah, he rolled
How
over.
happy was he at the
Oh,
end of it
yeah.
when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
What?
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Did you see that pick,
And the
though?
Chiefs are going to take possession.
Yo,
of the
that's
football
crazy,
as they
yo.
force the turnover
This
on
nigga
the
had his
opening
head
drive.
turned,
Not
yo.
something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an
fuck?
opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my
Come
mind
on,
that even
bro.
he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It's crazy, yo.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
I've been
I
scoring
feel
on
like
every
I could
drive.
see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Catch the ball!
Away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Motion man right is Rice. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
What?
Set up the screen to Pacheco.
Yo, how is y'all missing these tackles, bro? You right next to him, bro.
It's a 9-yard
You see the
gain
play even
that'll keep the
develop,
drive
yo.
moving.
Look at this. He
After
right
getting
there.
over on the first drive
What
of
the
the game, you'd hate to just stall out the
I
momentum.
press square, bro. How you just dive
Hey, we
over
talk about
there?
complimentary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that.
That's crazy,
Defense went
bro.
out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Mahomes firing complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. We're scoreless after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a toss left for Pacheco. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 34 yards. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance at a return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get
shit out that.
Ended up picking up 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
Come on, bro. What the hell is
9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd down and a yard. Again, here's Perine.
Fuck, niggas be holding me, dummy.
Take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
He running that shit up the ball.
Plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
All right, bet. I got you.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position.
I got it.
Securing the point of attack,
hopefully my fucking shit can do this. Yeah.
This D has got to be priority 1.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
Why he's wide open, bro? What's up with y'all?
Xavier Worthy.
Come on, yo.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Butker on for the PAT.
Look at ball halftime. He do, bro. Throw a turnover, nigga. Yeah.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, did we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a specialty, bro.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, my God. How you fall, bro? What the fuck? Did you fall? Yo, come on, yo. Niggas acting like bitches out here, bro. Fuck you fall, my nigga.
And now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think
what the fuck was he?
Coach told me that he always told his team.
Come on,
when
bro.
a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
This nigga's crazy, bro.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down.
Can't pass on these niggas, bro. I'm fucking these niggas up, man.
BB Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles,
really
but boy, start the second half with the onside kick risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for
his
his quickness, but
ass
also
off,
for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down and 8. Motion man right is Rice. Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
Oh my gosh, yo. Why the fuck open, bro?
Chiefs.
This
Xavier
is stupid,
Worthy.
bro.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0.
I needed him to score, but he take forever to fucking score. Like, damn.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one
Gotta stop
away.
this bitch ass nigga.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Now a draw play.
What the fuck is the block, bro?
Through that defensively.
All right, bet. Say less, yo. I got you.
Down to the backfield. Purdy now on 2nd down.
You just watch me get sacked, bro.
Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations.
Man, bitch ass niggas,
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
What the fuck? This ain't jump, bro.
It's an interception. Down the sideline he
Nigga don't
goes.
fucking jump, bro.
And
What
he
the
will take
fuck?
this one home. It's a touchdown.
What's that goofy
Well, I mean,
shit,
you
bro?
get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this
I can't
third
even
quarter,
fucking
CD, but I don't
score.
think
It's
a pick
crazy,
6
bro.
is exactly what they had in mind.
This nigga
No,
missed the
not at
whole
all,
fucking
because this
jump.
offense, they've been
Nigga,
stuck
why you ain't
all
jump and
game
catch the
long.
ball?
Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Samuel now going to see what he can do. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling.
Can you drop the ball, bro? What the
has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to.
Oh my gosh, yo, this shit.
Certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Oh my gosh, yo, what the fuck?
Off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been.
Niggas is just not catching the ball. The fuck?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Purdy off the play fake. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now